What's going on, my good folks, man? It's your boy 1127 Kicks, man. I'm finally doing a day video. I'm back at my house, you know what I'm saying? I was at my sister-in-law's house for a little minute with my family and everything, you know what I'm saying? Just spending time with them. But nevertheless, we back. Also, we got 1.4K on the shoe video on Facebook, man. I appreciate that. Y'all keep on sharing. And also, like and subscribe to this page. That would be greatly appreciated. The subscribers been going up a little more, man. So I definitely appreciate that right there. Now, today, what we're going to be talking about is a little segment I want to call Kitchen Convos, man. I know it's like weird. Y'all thinking like, what's Kitchen Convos? But that's something that me and my brothers would do when we were younger, you know what I'm saying? We'll just end up in the kitchen for hours and we'll sit there and talk about, you know what I'm saying, our dreams, what we gonna do and how our future is gonna be and everything like that. Tell funny stories, you know, vent, all types of things. So this is more of like a story time. And what I'm about to show y'all is the shoe that pretty much started it all for me, you know what I'm saying, way back in 2014. So nevertheless, right here, we got the Baron 9s, you know what I'm saying? This is actually the very first shoe, Air Jordan, that I bought when I got into the Navy, actually, you know what I'm saying? And this shoe means so much to me because back in 2014 when I graduated high school, don't clown me, I know it's 2019, I've been out of high school for 5 years, but when this shoe came out, I remember my cousin that asked me what I wanted for graduation. And I told her like, yo, you know, I want these Baron 9s, you know. I wasn't really too big up on the Jordans back then because I didn't have money to afford them and everything. So why be big up on something that you couldn't afford? So I told her I wanted them, but unfortunately, you know, she wasn't able to get them, which is fine. I understand, you know, Jordans are pretty expensive. And then on top of that, when I graduated, everybody was like paying attention to me, giving me hugs and love and everything like that. Then that same day that I had graduated, the Carmine 6s had dropped, and then my oldest brother had the nerve to come to my graduation. Yes, he had the nerve to come to my graduation in those Carmine 6s. The only person over there that had the Carmine 6s, and that took all the attention away from me, and everybody was looking at his shoes, you know what I'm saying? But overall, it's all good though. But yeah, man, so I got into the Navy. I was in boot camp and everything like that, went to my A school, and I was so thirsty for my first check. So thirsty for my first check, right? Because I knew I was going to buy a pair of shoes. I knew I was going to buy these. I knew I was going to buy them. So, you know, I'm just laying in my bed. I'm waiting. And then next thing I know, man, I look at my clock, 12:01 hit. I already know my paycheck had to hit. I go with my Navy Federal account, and I still remember the exact money that I had. It was $697.13. So right after that, man, I hopped on eBay, you know, looked up the Baron 9s, and I think this dude was trying to sell them for like $225 plus like $25 worth of shipping. And this is also a tip my brother told me about, because people try to sleep on eBay, man, but you can still cop some stuff off of eBay, for real, for real. So he had a bid on there. Nobody was bidding on there. And actually, it was like, I waited till like the last 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes was going down, and like nobody was messing with him. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, I'll pay the, you know, the $220 for the shoe, but the $25 shipping, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm ready. I'll give you the $220 right now. So he was like, yo, shoot me your number, man, and I can send you more pictures of the shoes. I'm like, oh, bet. Okay, shoot him my number. Send me the every angle you could picture of the shoebox and all that stuff, man. And I was like, yeah, that's an instant cop for me. So like a couple of days later, you know, the mail, what they call mail POs, they was like, you know, JB, you got mail. So I went to the mail room, picked up the package, man, and I brought them out. And shoot, I still look at them same as I did when I first got them. When I tell you I wore these every day, I wore them every day. You can tell they old because you can see the yellowing all around, you know what I'm saying, on the bottom of the shoe and everything. But overall, like, you know, this is still white, the gray is still good and everything. The 45 still intact and stuff like that. It's still in pretty good condition. And I actually wash this shoe every time I wear it. Every time I wear it and I take it off, this shoe is getting washed, man. I love this shoe to death. This is what actually started the whole shebang, man. And I might end up just getting another pair, man. Just a fresher pair. I don't know yet, but honestly, these are pretty much good enough for me. And if you haven't copped these, man, these are definitely a sleeper shoe. People sleep on nines, but me personally, I love nines. They're a very comfortable shoe, you know, and then they got some pretty dope colorways in the Air Jordan 9s in general. So, well, that's pretty much it right there. Like I said, this shoe started it all. And ever since then, like, I just kept on buying shoes. And this shoe right here is actually my favorite Jordan that I have. It's not the hardest, it's not the most expensive, but this is my favorite one. This is the first pair of Jordans that I was able to buy for myself, you know, especially growing up not being able to have money to actually buy Jordans. This is something that I bought for myself, and this shoe holds sentimental value to me. I will keep this shoe forever, you know what I'm saying? So in the comment section below, you know, drop a picture or comment on like your first pair of Jordans that you ever copped and what they mean to you and everything like that, you know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for listening, tuning in. Like I said, keep on liking, subscribing, and let's continue the oh, I just started, man. But let's let's keep the movement going, man, and always remember to bless your feet. All right, man.